Guys, we are ready. Guys, you just talk. I'm just. Hang on. Hi guys on YouTube. I've disabled Discord for the moment because they're all chatting. There is going to be a 30-odd second delay because obviously it is a tournament and not I'm expecting anybody to watch, but there could be some stream snipers. So it'll be interesting to see. As I said, first and foremost we're rolling out with the clan NNN. They're going to do low tier tournaments, so just for fun, and then they're also going to do probably a tier 8 tour, and then straight after that we are going into EU count-ins. So that's what the plan is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell them all now that I'm putting them on live because I'm about to go.
Yeah, we can start.
Right, don't forget guys, you are live. And everybody can everybody can hear you as well, so don't worry about that.
It's not even in. It's not even in my subscription box.
Seriously? 6 people are watching. There are people watching it.
Playing the music for God's sake.
Not me.
I can't hear it.
That's right. Must be on my phone. That's why. Okay.
It's you, you fucking clown.
So those of you on YouTube, the people you can hear in the background, that's the team of pros that is about to play this tournament. And Stubber doesn't even realise that on his phone somebody's phoning him.
When you said just playing music, I don't hear any music. Although I am anyway. Unless I have accidentally muted one of you guys, which I don't think I did.
No. It's right.
So anyway, as you can see at the moment, the team list is up.
Let's go.
Thankfully, the guys in Discord can't hear me, which is good. So I'll just better let them know. Right, just to let you know, guys, you are obviously Discord is showing on YouTube at the same time, so don't keep it clean because it's not kid friendly. And I'm going to be doing a lot of talking, so I'm going to mute myself. So there you go.
Okay. We're ready to go then. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Press. I'm going to press shit.
So there we go. I mean, I'm streaming, so you just need to put me.
It's a tier 6. We're playing Dead Rails. I want 3 mediums, 1 TD, and the rest heavy.
So make me a spectator. Don't forget, I'm a spectator. I'm a spectator.
Oh, you're a spectator. Right?
They certainly are in that tank.
Well, I am streaming it.
Can someone else take another medium, please?
See, so I had to tell them I'm a spectator. They even forgot that. Bless them.
Nails this one, Matthew.
Yes.
Heavies, yeah, take me, jump me out then.
So they've got a team called Group 2 from I don't know about them, but you know it's a low tier battle first because they're going out in tier 5 and 6, so it's going to be tier 6 first.
I really need to.
So it'll be interesting to see how they do it. They're running out on Dead Rail. So they're rolling out on Dead Rail, which is always an interesting map. You're going to get to hear them in their Discord at the same time. Absolutely, Dragos. So as you can see, they're the usual type of tanks that you get in this sort of tournament. ARL 44s, Cromwells, Flat Panzer and a Panzer 4S. As the other team have sort of got a mix and match, really. It'll be interesting to see how they play the AMX 12T. So at the moment we're rolling out with Cheeky Squirrel. They're clearly going up to the C cap, but the AMX 12T is capping the B already, which is an interesting ballsy move, but it's a good tank to do that. Let's not be harsh. he can cap it and get out of there. They're all gone to A. That's not a bad move. It means they've got to, they're going to take C, but the cap points are going to be going to the enemy team at this rate. But that Panzer IVS of the game is rigged is in a good position to knock the Panzer IVS of wreck game. Oh, no, Bubbles is being smacked around. He's on 182 hit points. He's going to be not long for this game, and he's gone. ARL 44 takes him. So, enemy team is up. They've both lost tanks. But they've got 2 caps, and it's very difficult for Cheeky Squirrel or Stubbo to roll into that B cap. The Panzer IV has gone, however. You've got Cheeky Squirrel now looking at the AMX-12T. Is the Titan, a Timo Titan in the flat Panzer, should be able to get him. No, he's giving him a hard time. Oh, he clips him there. And there goes the AMX-12T. So what started off as a promising game there was wowzers. Wowzers. The red team, the enemy team there were looking in a good position. They seem to have the early dominance. But that Panzer IVS of the game is rigged in that TD position at the back was crucial, to be honest with you. Yes, they lost a tank in the ARL of Bubbles, but crucial to have that Panzer IV over there. And if you did hear on Discord, they did say, don't go after the Panzer IV. So a good turnaround. A promising start for the enemy team, however, I must admit. Just to put you in the picture, they are, they're not an overly experienced lot. Middle to, they're average players. Some good players in there, so they know what they're doing. And as I said, I mean, the opening of the game, they did really well. It was good stuff. There is a slight delay, guys. Don't forget that, because it is a tournament after all. Not that I'm expecting anybody from the enemy team to watch it, but it is a tournament. So as you can see, they're already 1-0 up. I did like the tactics there of the enemy team. I thought they did well. I thought Group 2 did well. That early cap on B and the rest of the team going to away, they didn't need to push. That was their mistake. They pushed when they didn't need to, and that's just the inexperience of the team. Had they have just sat back along the ridge overlooking the B cap, they really would have put the other team, the NNN, in a very difficult position. So no change in Team NNN, but there is a change over on the other side. I can't remember there being an SU 100 last time. There was an SU 100Y, yes. I can't remember the SU 100. So now we're with Baron von Fritzen rolling out, and it looks like they're changing the tactics a little bit. This time they're going to go to A, with the mediums going up to C. They're going to cover both caps and probably overlook B on the ridge, using the gun depression of the ARLs, which is always a good thing to do. It will be interesting to see how the enemy team play this one. Are they going to do the same strat, or are they going to change it? No, they've changed it around. So we're going up, and we've got the AMX and the Strav up here on the C cap. The 2 Cromwell Berlins are getting out of there, quite rightly so. There's no cover, they're on their own, they're isolated. That, however, well, no. The enemy team is now capping the C cap. And they've got the Type 64 there as well, and there's an ARL, so they are converging around C this time, moreover than going for the 2 cap strat. Ruby Warrior here in the Cromwell B Berlin, trying to get out of there. He's being smacked all over the place. He's been tracked. That's not good. And Ruby's gone. So advantage now on guns on the field go to the enemy team Group 1, but they didn't cap C. That is a mistake. And again, that just goes to show the lack of experience of the team more than anything. They're chasing down the tanks and the kills. Now this time, as you can see, the A and B caps have been taken by NNN, and they're able to now defend realistically. But they're gonna rack up those points sooner rather than later, especially when they've already got a cap, or they've got 2 caps, whereas the other team didn't cap. Now they're trying to jump into the B cap, which is a ballsy move, especially when it's the SU 100Y. Okay, the AMX-12T is coming to app, so is the Type 64, but that's a ballsy move for big tank like the SU, especially when they're all around. Oh, KV2 comes around, trying to look to smack. Big miss by the KV2. So they've got to back off. They've lost a tank now. They've lost 2 tanks now. The AMX-12T is gone. Stubbo takes him out. But the Type 64 is trying to give Stubbo a bit of a hard time. Stubbo's lost half his hit points already. Bad shot by the Type 64. He's in a world of pain. The Cromwell is coming up, but the ARL may get him, or the Cromwell's going to get him, one of the two. Yeah, he's gone. So 4 tanks down now. They still didn't cap C, which is, again, it just shows the inexperience of the team. That's all. No, the Strav is still on the C cap. He can't do anything. They've got the points anyway. It's in the bag. Again, they've only lost 1 tank. Well, it wasn't too bad. I mean, this is what I expected the team to have in the other strat in the first game, to take the A and B and then just retreat back to where the A cap is and just protect the B cap and just stop them from capping, and they would have out-capped them. So it's interesting. So Matthew's gone. The SU-100 has taken him out. That's the game is rigged. But it does no matter because they're going to get it on cap points anyway. Always interesting to see how the teams play this. And obviously it's a tier 6, so it's an introduction to tournaments, to be honest with you. You have to appreciate, it's not an overly experienced team. Their strategy wasn't that bad. They're just a bit eager. And the thing is, when you become a bit eager, this generally happens. So, not bad at all. But as I was saying, when you're just introduced into tournaments, you have to look at the overall strategy of the tournament. And the enemy team there was just a little bit eager out of the blocks. They had 2 good strats. They had the advantage in both games and then lost the advantage by making silly mistakes. So in the first game, the mistake was not retreating back to the ridges and just covering the B cap. They then decided to push, which is a mistake. And in the second game, they rolled into the B cap, which they didn't need to do, especially with a big tank like the SU-100Y. They had the tank advantage. They should have capped C. They didn't do that either, and that also presents a slight problem, to be honest with you. Anyway, this time we're on Yamato Harbour. Now we've got KGB and Navin. This is going to be an interesting team because obviously KGB not bad, and so is Navin. So you don't always get noob teams down in tier 6. You do have some decent teams down there as well. And KGB and in Navin are not bad at all. Who we got? So Yamato Harbour is always good for a tournament. And as you can see, KGB and Navin have taken a similar lineup, mainly ARLs, but they've shoved in a lot of good light tanks there. 2 VK-28s, fantastic tank. T-3485 Victory, it's an interesting choice, and an SU-100Y. Just the SU-100, sorry. Not much change in, they've dropped quite a few heavies. They've taken for those VK-30 and 36s, which are really, really good. So the strat they're looking at, by looks on it, is going to be trying to cover all the bases. With possibly those meds. No, they're going B. Then they're avoiding C. They're looking at B and A. Winning the Cromwell B, Berlin, jumping into B immediately. Far too loud a KGB, and the VK-28 is trying to shoot round there. Now, they're very, very good tanks, the VK-28. And when in a tournament, they're fantastic. I mean, the turn of speed and their guns are absolutely superb. And I must admit, it's one of my go-to tanks in tournaments if I'm not playing an ARL. I absolutely love them. So we've already lost a tank. Now, the SU-100 has already taken out the Panzer IVS of This Game is Rigged. WID is in a really uncompromised position. They got 2 caps, but they have lost a tank. And now WID is being smacked all ways till Sunday. He's not going to be able to get out of there without getting smacked. ARL 44. You know, he's getting smacked all over the place. He's there. He goes. So you've got they've lost 2 tanks. You've got those VK-28s far too loud there. KGB is trying to come round on a flank. It's an interesting move, ballsy in a VK when you've got 2 ARLs. But if you load your Pramo, then the ARL is not so much of a problem. If we look on the minimap, you can see that KGB Navin team are now jumping into the B cap. 3 tanks down for NNN. Obviously the strat has worked more for KGB and Navin. You can see there, I mean, they're using those mediums in lights to maximum effect. And that SU-100 has played a stonking game. Here comes the T-3485 trying to get some in, bouncing off Stubber in the ARL. You've got another ARL there of Galen Idar Fadorich. I'm awful at names, sorry guys. Stubbo goes, the SU-100 comes round, takes him out. Now the SU-100 is loading again for No Bubbles. No Bubbles is not going to be long for the game. There he goes. Oh, he manages to get a good shot in. Baron von Fritzen has got to do something. He's got all his hit points. He needs to start utilising them. There's a lot of low hit point tanks out there. They're down on cap points. The SU-100 is the tank to go for. He's gone, so it's now 2 against 4. We've seen that the VKs and the ARL, they're all low hit pointers. To be honest with you, I mean, the ARLs are now 1 shot each. The 2... Baron von Fritzen needs to do something. He has got all his hit points. He has no choice but to kill one of these ARLs. Oh, they lost the tank. They didn't need that. Didn't need that at all. So you can see there, I mean, the SU-100 there of KGB working really hard, and so was Shura Farnat of Navin working very hard in that VK. And those are the danger tanks. I mean, the VKs are very dangerous tanks. Very dangerous indeed. So it'd be interesting to see how if they change the strat this time. I mean, as you saw there with Navin and KGB, what they did, they initially just sent their very fast tanks over to the C cap, knowing then where their team was. I mean, they knew that they weren't at the C cap. They could take the C cap and then come in and just dominate around that B cap. Very, very good strategy indeed. So let's see if they've changed any of the meta. No, they've shifted to Cromwell B this time. There's still 2 VK-28s. They've dropped the T-3485 Victory, which, not a surprise. It bounces a lot. No change. More heavies on Team NNN. Only 1 change in KGB's lineup there. So there's a lot more armour out there. There's a lot more hit points out there. So it should be. Thing is, those 2 VK-28s, well, what they're going to do? I mean, the VK-28s are the dangers. They're going to run around the map like crazies. They've gone straight to the C cap already. And there's a VK-28, far too loud. There he is. He's already over there. You've got Cheeky Squirrel here out on his own. There you go. They're doing a similar strat, just in reverse. So they're going C cap. So they're going C cap and then along the ridge, trying to get them. I mean, this is a better strat though by NNN. They've learnt from their previous mistake. There we go. There's already 1 gone, but there's already a tank gone on the NN team. So who we lost? We lost. Who did we lose? Oh, we lost Timo Tan, unfortunately. But the ARL's going, so that's 2 down now on the KGB team, Navin team. Bubbles pushing, he's really exposed there. You got the ARL and an SU. He's gone down to 3 hit points. Now, need that SU out the way. The SU needs to be gone. He's the danger. And he really is a danger. If he keeps him like that, he's going to be okay. He needs to load. Oh, lost a tank. So we've lost 4 tanks now. 3 tanks in 4. The SU's down. It's all 4. It's all even Stevens here. There goes the VK of Baron. So it's 2 against 3, but the Cromwell there, I mean, Cheeky Squirrel and Ruby Warrior are the two left, and they're looking very good. Cheeky Squirrel needs to basically try and brawl with that VK to an extent. Oh, there's a VK behind him, who he could do. I mean, that would have been a better one, but he only just jumped up, and that's the Shura Fanat from Navin. They've got the hit points. Oh, he needs to take out that Shura Fanat. Get rid of one of them. Cheeky Squirrel's going, I know what he's doing, but Ruby Warrior's in trouble now. Ruby Warrior really isn't. Oh, left him on 7 hit points. He needs to get that front up. Oh, good bounce. He needed that bounce, but now he can he take the Cromwell beat? Yes, it's now 2 against 2. Hit points are in their favour. They are in their favour. Far Too Loud is on 7 hit points. What's happening with Cheeky Squirrel? Let's have a look. He's chasing Far Too Loud. They're losing on points. The VKs here could just run away, literally, and cap them out. if they cap out, oh, there you go. One's gone to the A cap, so they're going to try and cap them out. And why not? They're slow tanks on Team NNN. One of them's got to take C, but they're going to cap the A cap. A cap. You've got Ruby Warrior who's going to cap the B. Hopefully, he's on 395. Both of the VKs are low hit pointers. They are ripe for the taking. There's one going to C. Cheeky Squirrel's got one in his sights. It's Shurafana, but he's not in his sights. He's in the middle. He's trying to come round behind. There he is. Can he get anything on him? Can Cheeky Squirrel get anything on him? No, he can't. Cheeky Squirrel needs to move. And it's a bit slow in the air out. Lost a tank. That was not well done, guys. Unfortunately, I have to say so. You're in dominant position. Now you're not. You've got to push, Cheeky Squirrel. You have no choice. You've got to push in. No. Now it's all over, to be honest with you. And well played by KGB Navin. I don't think Cheeky Squirrel is going to pull this one back. No, that's a big miss. He stayed side on, allows the VK to plant in. Don't forget there's another VK around there. It's one tank apiece. He can do it. He just needs to push. No point capping out. Cap points are no good to you anymore. You just need to push him. Load HE if you can. Splash him anywhere. It doesn't matter. If you don't do that, it's all over, I think. Oh, maybe he can pull this out. Maybe. Splash him with HE. Yeah, baby. Wowzers. Wowzing. Wow. I thought that KGB Navin had that, but it was really well played by Cheeky Squirrel in the end. But you can see those VK28s are really difficult to sort out. So now we're going to Lost Temple. This is the decider. A tricky matchup. I mean, they are a good team. I mean, the players from KGB are very good players. I'll just show you, by the way, before we click out. So you've got 71%, 65%, 69%, 60%, 63%, 59%, and 52%. So, it's not like they're not a bad team. Some of them got low battle counts. Yes, it's probably their junior team rather than their main team, which is why Shura's there from Navin to probably introduce them to tournaments and get them up to speed, give them some tips and tactics. Let's see how it works out on Lost Temple. Always a tricky map. As you can see there, no change from either team. Oh no, there is. There's 2 Cromwell Bs now in Team NNN. No change in the KGB Navin team, however. So it'd be interesting to see how this one pans out. You would have thought that the strat is going to be the A strat for the heavies, and those these mediums are going to be pushing through the centre, trying to get everybody spotted up. Which you can see, and there you go. They've already found the VKs, and they need to get rid of those VKs. The VK, oh, and there's a lot of tanks there. All their mediums are there. Well, mediums and lights, sorry. So the VKs are trying to force them out. The Cromwell B is just staying there. Now, what they're doing there is the VKs are bugging out, trying to force them to be chased, which brings them into the mouths of the heavies. And as you can see from the top, they're all around the A cap, and they now know that, you know, you've got tanks down by the C cap, which allows them to push onto the A cap, knowing that there are only 2 tanks up here. Well, sorry, there are 3 now, but knowing that there are only a couple of tanks here of the enemy team of NNN, that really, you know, allows the enemy of KGB to push on these isolated tanks, so they think. Because you've got 3 tanks down in the bottom. You've now got 4, what, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they've lost a tank already. Both teams have lost a tank. They need to get rid of this ARL of Unnumd. Oh, no, they've lost another tank. 3 tanks down, but 2 tanks down on the other side. Cheeky Squirrel needs to get rid of the ARL. Somehow, anyhow, there you go. Now Cheeky Squirrel's being focused by the Cromwell. So they've both lost 3 tanks apiece. The SU-100 there is still dominating. There's a VK that's very low hit points, but if you show your backside to an SU, it's never going to come out nicely. Hit points are not in favour of NNN, I must admit. They are in favour of the other team. NNN did not cap out anywhere. They're going to cap out on the A cap now as Team KGB. It's 3 on 4. The VK is a very, very low one-shotter. The Cromwell B, however, is looking healthy, and so is the SU. And this is the thing. So now it's 2 on 4. It's unbelievable. So I think the issue there was that well, in fairness, I don't think Stubbo in the ARL should have gone down. I think that's what happened there. They didn't have enough tanks down up the top, allowing the VKs to circle back round. Weird can take 1 out. It's the SU he's worried about more than anything. If he can, but then the Cromwell B coming in now, he's all over the place. He's being surrounded. The SU is just dominating this game, and there we go. So not bad. Team KGB, I mean, you can see what they did there. They kept the Cromwell B down there to keep them down there. And those VKs went down south initially and then bugged out almost immediately, dragging that ARL 44 stubble down, which wasn't ideal at all. So we're back now. They lose that one. Back onto Yamato Harbour. See how that works out. See how that goes. Hi Tommy D. Hi Tommy. Hi Treadhead. Hi The Deal For Real. Hi Dragos. Hi Sarah. Hi Cosmin. I am Will M4. Hi Fizzy. Hi everybody. Sorry, I boom. I did say hello to a lot of people earlier. Yes, obviously I'm concentrating on this. I do look at the chat, by the way, even though there's only 7 of you in it. So I don't know who this team is. They look a completely different set of players to what they've just faced. What with KGB and Navin, it's probably going to be more of a simpler game. It allows them to refine their strats slightly, make sure that they're doing the right thing. So you can see they're playing around with their tanks here. They realise they're on Yamato Harbour. So you can hear this. They're talking about the strats there, which is always interesting. So I think this team is going to be a little bit easier to counter than the last team. Like I said, I mean, you don't always get inexperienced teams at this tier. You do get pretty good ones, as you've just seen. So, team checked out. You can see from the other side, there's two KV2s and SU100Y. A lot of derp out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how they work. I mean, KV2s can be tricky tanks to deal with in the right hands. And when one fires, the other one waits, then the other one fires as the other one's just loading. And if you're on Discord and you're sort of running that strat, it can be very effective. So as you can see, you've got all the mediums straight into C-cap. There you got an AC for Sentinel. Oh, that's a big bounce. You can see that shot going all the way up to the volcano. So the AC is getting a bit of a pounding there, bless him. Well, you can see that. I mean, the Sentinel's really getting smacked around a bit. Teemo Titan, no, not getting shot in. Bubbles takes him out, so they've lost a tank already. They are now taking the A-cap, the blue team. So he was obviously the sacrificial lamb, bless him, the AC Sentinel. Allowing everybody to be dragged out to the C-cap. Not a bad strat, realistically. I have to tell you, it's not a bad strat. They can sit back on A and just protect the B-cap, but they are a tank down, and that's not good, which means they're points down. The thing is, unlike the team NNN, the opposition now know roughly where their tanks are. There comes the KV2s, and they are working kind of in tandem by looks on it. The ARL Jacob there, you can see him over there, he's just got a big smack. That's probably from the SU. He's pushing heavily and he's going to get really, really punished for his trouble. Same as the Jackson. You can see the Jackson's about to come around the corner. And you've got the ARL and the Cromwell B here, Baron von Fitzen and Weird in a haul down position. Now you've got Jeremislav coming around in the KV2, looking to get the Cromwell B and getting punished for it at the same time. KV2 is now fired. He's now vulnerable. And yeah, that's how vulnerable he is. He's only got 90 hit points left. But you've got another KV2 there. Oh, but game is rigged. Gets to smack him as well. Then you've got the Jackson who's trying to get away. He's overexposed. So I think the KV2s there just pushed a bit too hard. They've both gone, as you can see. So whilst KV2s can be effective in the right hands, if you push them like that, then they're not great. They're more of a tank that really needs to sit back. Ruby Warrior there is really eager to get a kill. And he Cheeky Squirrel steals it. So there you go. It's all over. That was a different game. You know, when you play a different type of player. As you can see, I mean, poor old AC Sentinel didn't do too badly at all. Bless him. KV2s, you know, they struggled a bit, but they were going to if you don't work in tandem. So we're still on Yamato Harbour. As I said, it's different type of team that we saw a minute ago with KGB and Navin. We really, really pushed them hard. But, you know, as I said, you know, this is where the training wheels are in Tier 6. This is where people are introduced to tournaments in real terms. And that's what it should be seen as. It's just for training wheels, to be fair. It's to go out, refine your skills. You can't do all the strats that you can do in Tier 8 and Tier 10 tournaments, of course. But, you know. So, here we go again. So, there's two SUs now, an SU100 and SU100Y, two KV2s, a Jackson. That's a lot of derp again. Only one heavy, which is an interesting one. Don't think that meta's going to work, but we'll see. I don't think you're going to see much of a change in the strat from the team NNN, but Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. So as you say, we've already got the Cromwells going down the middle. You're going to have Cheeky Squirrel there capping out the SU-100 Timo Titan sat here on Overwatch. There's the AC again, bless him. He likes to push and put his nose out. There's the Jackson. He's going to be in a world of pain, and there he goes. Oh, dearie me. He needs to move. The AC Sentinel's really getting punished again. The AC Sentinel really is out of position a lot. But that just shows his experience. So they're taking the A cap again. Cap points, points at the moment, the points advantage is definitely on Team NNN. There's the SU-100Y, he's coming round. Might be a bit of a big push though. All that Team NNN need to do now is seriously back off and just defend the B cap. They don't need to push, they just need to defend. And as you can see, I mean, there's a 20 point cap difference, points difference, which is good. But if they push too much, like you see there with Timo Titan really needs to get back. He's gone. That's why he needs to get back. Because you're going to be focused. You're not hauled down. You're in a bad position in this zone. Should have just pulled off. Now that changes the situation a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. And now you've got the cap advantage, points advantage, go to the enemy team. So now they need to take a kill, or they need to cap a B cap. But either way, they've got to get the points back somehow. There's a 50 point difference almost between the two. Taking hits doesn't help. You've got to take tanks out. Taking tanks out deprives the team of 40 points. Now there's almost a 60 point difference between the two teams. They've just lost a cap. They've just lost a tank the other side, so that's helped them out. That's brought the disadvantage back. We can see here that there's quite a few low hit pointers out, but another tank's gone on Team NNN. That puts them back up. It's almost back up to a healthy points advantage. They don't need to push. They do not need to push here. They've got two caps. They've got tanks on the ground. Both tanks have lost, but they've got a lot of low hit pointers. The KV2 has just taken out 2 of NNN. There goes the SU. However, they're at 700. Now you've got NNN needing to push. They have no choice. Stubbo's still got all his hit points here in the ARL. He's out of position though slightly. They need to get rid of one of these tanks. The KV2 is looking at prime target. There he goes. So it's now 2 against 3. The SU-100 is now the prime target. He's on a low hit point. This was a close game, to be perfectly honest with you. The AR is going to be able to take the SU-100. However, KV2 is still there. He has fired. He's trying to get around there. They've lost. They've still got the cap advantage, just about, but they're going to take B. KV2's about to go. No. Can he hurt Stubbo? Stubbo needs to get round him, use that long turret reverse on the KV2 to his advantage, and he does. Quite a close game, to be fair. I mean, that was hard work. It wasn't exactly the easiest game for them. That was interesting. I think the other team did really well. They played that game very well indeed. They had it, but again, like most teams, they pushed when they didn't need to push. In certain, they had the advantage. They could have sat back and they could have waited for Team NNN to push, and that would have been better for them, because then Team NNN is pushing into their guns, especially when you've got all that derp, and that's the thing you need to remember with these tournaments. So now we're moving on to Lost Temple. This is Tour 3 of 5. Waiting for a team to show. It's been an interesting tournament so far. As you can see, doesn't matter who you are, you can get smacked around by lesser experienced teams. And this is always great. I mean, they'll learn from that mistake maybe. They'll learn that they shouldn't have pushed that quickly. They should have just sat back if they would have sat back, brought Team NNN into their guns, it would have been a different kettle of fish. They were up on cap points. They were up on guns on the battlefield at one stage. They did have the advantage. Unfortunately, they kind of threw it away. But this is what happens in tournaments. And when you get to watch the Twister tournaments, that's where the teams differ. If you notice, if you look at the Twister tournaments, you know, when you look at the pro tournaments, it's not a big mad rush. Okay, tier 6 is a little bit different. The meta's different. The gameplay is a bit faster. But you get 7 minutes for a reason, just like you do in the game. So here we have a team. It's DMB. I don't know DMB. They look okay. You know, pretty good team. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Some experienced players in it. Some inexperienced players as well. But there's some experienced players out there. Should be a good matchup. So I don't know who they are. Crom 6 maybe. I don't know where they're from. Let's have a look. So see where they are. They're a Russian clan. So DMB is a Russian clan. So it would be Crom 6. So Crom 6 is the team name. Playing Drink 19 CET, which is an interesting name as well. So here we go, Lost Temple it is. Now we saw earlier that they were pretty on the back foot in Lost Temple. Looking at the Russian team, no surprise in that meta. 3 Cromwells, 4 ARL 44s. That doesn't surprise me. And you can see on NNN side, we've got the VK30, the VK36. Other than that, ARLs and Cromwells. So it'll be interesting to see how the VKs work. Looking at the lineups, there's going to be a bit of a heavy brawl at the A cap, I would have thought. Let's see where these Cromwells are going. They should be able to spot the Cromwells coming down the bottom. And there you go, at the C cap, which means I would have thought all the heavies are at the A cap. I mean, there are 3 Cromwells on the other side. Don't forget that. But there are only 2 of them spotted so far. And both of them are in this cap. Widge comes straight over the top. He hasn't taken any hits so far. He's bounced. Maybe they can take this one out. Yes, they can. So, there's the other Cromwell. So all 3 Cromwells are down here. And there's a bit of a brawl at the C cap. Oh, that Cromwell Butcher almost got Wid then. As Wid's Wid's in a world of pain. He needs Cheeky Squirrel in the game is rigged to come back and help him out somewhat. Oh, then Cheeky Squirrel, where is he? Oh, he's around there. Game is rigged, rams the Cromwell, stopping him getting shots on Wid. The Cromwell really wants Wid, but he's gone. So let's have a look at the heavies. Let's get up there to those heavy tanks. So four are gone. We've already lost 4 tanks on the other side. We have 1 tank gone on NNN. Now it's 2 against 6. As I said, I expected it to be a heavy brawl at the C cap with the meta that was lined up. Well, there you go. I mean, there's just 1 left. He'll be 2 Brat first 2. He's all on his own, bless him. He's not going to be much longer, and there we go. It's all over. So interesting indeed, very interesting. So completely different game to what we saw last time, which was interesting. May see a bit of a change in Crom 6 this time. Not going to see much of a change, I don't think, from Team NNN. I think they're going to keep to the same meta. Crom 6 may change though. Although to be fair, I mean, they were doing well to begin with. In all honesty, it wasn't like they were doing badly. But they lost the brawl in the heavy fight at the top, and that really hurt them. And they also lost the brawl with the mediums at the bottom. And if you lose those type of battles, those brawls, then it's not going to be helpful, is it? To be fair. So, is there a change? Yes, they've dropped a Cromwell. They've put in a VK36 this time. They've got 4 ARLs still. Looking at Team NNN, they've got a VK28 now. Cheeky Squirrels jumped into a VK28, which is a great tank. Fantastic tank. But often overlooked. Let's see if we can roll out with Cheeky Squirrel, see what he's doing in this VK28. So he's trying to spot them at that C cap, knowing that there may be some meds coming. I mean, there are a few of them. There are 2 meds realistically, or 3. Well, they've all gone up. They're en masse. They're doing an iron fist over the top at the A cap. They're going to try and push their way through. Yeah, this is going to be a big brawl. You see from the minimap, the VK28 needs to get back up here. Oh, 1 tank's gone already. Tingus in the air, Al's gone. Oh, 2 tanks gone on the enemy team. 1 tank down on Team NNN. But no, Bubbles is about to go. I think he's on 9 hit points. We're about to lose Bubbles. They're not focusing Bubbles. There you go. Bubbles is gone. Stubbo is now being looked at. So it's 2 tanks down a piece. Nobody's capping out. It's just a big, huge brawl. Oh, they're looking at the VK as Cheeky Squirrel. The Cromwell of 99 level is trying to get Cheeky Squirrel. And as you can see, I don't know what he was using there. I think he's using HE. Interesting choice. Cheeky Squirrel's doing well here in this brawl. There we go. And there's another Cromwell coming in. So it's 3 against 4. Cheeky Squirrel, though, has got 2 on him, but they're not coordinated as much as you think. Baron von Fritzen comes in to help out Cheeky Squirrel. He's got all his hit points. It's 2 against 2. It's just the 2 Cromwells left. It's effectively game. Oh, that's a big bounce on Butcher. 99 level is on 12 hit points. He's going to be smacked. There you go. And it's all over. Wowzers. Wowzers. So, I mean, that was an interesting one there. Their big push didn't really work, to be honest. And we're now in Tour 4, and it's again Lost Temple. Let's just wait for the teams to turn up and see what happens next. No, I'll just sit here and commentate. Don't worry about me. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. I've just said in that game, oh, you know, Stubbo is well out of position. What a noob. Absolutely. Right, see you in a bit. So we're just waiting for the next team to be turning up. Shouldn't be that long. You might get lucky. They might get bumped up to Tour 5. Doubt it. It's not. You know, the estimated waiting time is 50 minutes. There are 21 teams found. But it's been an interesting tournament so far. We've laughed, we've cried, there's been ups, there's been downs. It's been interesting. I mean, the game on Yamato Arbor, both games, one when they played Navin KGB and the other game where they played the not-so-experienced players, they were good games. I mean, you know, few mistakes being made, but you know, that second team they played, which was an easier team compared to the KGB team, really hurt them. To be honest with you, they really held their own. I was really impressed with their style of gameplay. They made a few mistakes, which is normal when you're inexperienced. And as I said, their biggest mistake was not pushing. The last game at Temple was just basically a brawl. I mean, and in a brawl, it's who's got the DPM and who's loading quicker. And that's when those cruise skills really kick in, guys. If you got the cruise skills and you got all those things loaded, like the adrenaline, etc., it makes a huge difference. Huge difference. Oh, thank you, Tommy D. So we're still waiting for a team. 22 teams now. Oh, would it be interesting? Be interesting to see what happens. It'd be nice if they bring in, you know, you get one of the top tiered, one of the top clans like Raid. I've seen Raid, you know, teaching clans who are coming up down in tier 6. Like I said, it's the training wheels. It is a training wheels tournament. And I mean, tier 6 tournaments are fantastic. It's just good to sort of get used to how tournaments work. You know, everybody wants to rush into the tier 8 tournaments because obviously you get more credits. But you know, if you don't work as a team, it's just a nightmare. And as I said, you will see teams like Loka, Endgame, Raid coaching other clans in these type of tournaments. And they do that. I've seen it a lot. Well, thank you, Tommy D. That's very nice of you to say. Wowzers, they've been waiting 3 minutes. The chances are they could get bumped up. I think 5 minutes. If you wait 5 minutes, you do get bumped to tier. Yep, there you go. They found a tank, found a team, but their team has been bumped. Let's have a look at them. Oh, they're pretty average, so it could be an interesting one. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, like I've said before, you should never underestimate tournament teams, to be fair. I mean, look at their clan. It sounds Polish to me. Yeah, there you go. Polish Power Army. So on the EU, so the Poles do love their World of Tanks Blitz, to be honest with you. And I've played quite a few Polish teams, and wow, you know, they like their tournaments as well. So you should never think that, oh, well, there you go, look. At the end of the day, they've all got pretty low win rates. Thing is, a lot of them play tournaments. They don't play in counter battles, and that win rate stays low. So you can never really read a team from the win rates. So looking at them there, they've got ARLs, VK28s, KV2, and a VK36. The team at NNN have kept the same. I'm expecting another brawl. I'm expecting the VKs to go down to the C cap, and I'm expecting everything else, especially that KV2, to just hang back at the A cap and really give them some pain. So it'd be an interesting one. It'd be interesting to see what happens with this one, to be fair. I think, you know, if they play it like a lot of the Polish clans play it, that KV2 is going to be a pain in the backside. He's just going to sit back like a T. He's going to play it like a TD, and he's going to sit back, wait for those heavies to present, and just dirt them, which is always a really good strat. So we're going to stay. Oh no, we'll shoot down to the meds because they found the VK already. Both VKs are down here. They're going to push them, and Soldier 15 on the VK is going to be focused. He's 11 hit points left. He's going to be going. But if we go back to the heavies, because you can see here where the heavies are. I mean, the heavies, you got the ARLs, and there's that KV2 right at the back, as I thought, acting as a TD. So they've already lost one tank on the other side. You can see here we're Stubbo. He's giving some pain to Matuz Runatowski, and he's gone. Cheeky Squirrel's getting smacked though. Lezek Penzi is smacking him in the VK36, and there he goes. So 4 tanks down on the blue team, 1 down on Team NNN. That KV2 is still there. He's trying to reload. He's dropped his adrenaline. The VK of Lezek Penzi is in a world of pain. There he goes. He's gone. Just the KV2 left. It's so we're going to go with this game is rigged. Who's going to try and get round? Oh, and the KV2's gone. Wowzers. Ammo racked. So that didn't last much as long as I thought. The VK there of Lezek Panzi really got himself into a lot of trouble. The VK's also got into a lot of trouble. You can see they tried to hold their own down the bottom there. And Marcin Yolki came in and tried to help them out. So, I'm expecting a similar, not a similar. Well, I am expecting a similar strat. To be fair. So Galactic Tech Creators here. How you doing, mate? How you doing, Treadhead? He's back again. And there's... So, it's been a bit of a change there. So, Goldie X 777 is coming in. So, Polish James Bond. So, it'd be interesting to see what they do here. I'm expecting a similar type of meta from them. Maybe they'll drop the KV2, and they did. And they've gone heavy with one life. This is just going to be a huge brawl at the A cap in real terms. Unless, of course, they do something very strange, like go to the C cap. But with those ARLs, it would be very, very unlikely that they go to the C cap. It's definitely going to be the A cap brawl, I would have thought. I don't know where the VK is going to go. The VK may be flushing them, trying to flush out down at the C cap. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. So here we're rolling out with Weird and Ruby Warrior, both in the Cromwells. They're going to take C. All three Cromwells of Team NNN are there. The VK is not here. And as you can see, the Heavers are coming down the creek, basically, looking at that B cap, going on the ramp. This allows the Meds to flank round. They're all at the A cap. We knew they were going to be at the A cap, to be honest with you. And there you got two ARLs and a VK28 there. I mean, they're already taking pain because, you know, ARL does have gun depression. They're going to get into a nice position there. I mean, you've got an ARL trying to flank round. We've seen that. So NNN is getting the points faster because they cap first. We're watching the Cromwells here now, going round, trying to put shots in onto Khrushchev. And Moshua TV is trying to push around as well, but Khrushchev is looking really painful. He's down to 290 hit points, and that was a big miss by Khrushchev. Yeah, he's just whittling him down. Ruby Warrior is just whittling Khrushchev down. He's side on. He's gone. He's out of there. Now it's Goldie at 007 is coming in, along with Marcin Yoki. So they've already lost one tank. The points are just racking up, though, on the red team, Team NNN. We're watching the Heavers trying to push these mediums, thinking that this is the softer route. And then all of a sudden, Baron von Fritzen comes in the ARL and smacks Goldiat 007. Looking at Stubbo, he's looking at Soldier 15 in the VK, and along with No Bubbles and Cheeky Squirrel. But now we're going to watch these push. We're going to go out with Ruby and Cromwell is rigged. Yep, and the Cromwells are pushing now. Moshua TV is now the next target. He's going to go. Oh, but no! Game is rigged as go. They take a tank. So now it's 2 apiece. Ruby Warrior is looking like he's in a world of pain. But these two ARLs are very, very low hit points. 96 and 36 apiece. There goes one. So now it's 4 against 5. Sorry. It's 4 against 4 still. Wowzers. They brought one back. The other ARL of Marcin Yoki is 36 hit points. He's got to be the focus, surely. Ruby Warrior's got him there. Yep. Stubbo's down to 127 hit points. The VK28, I mean, who are we going to run out with? Run out with Cheeky Squirrel. He's in a world of pain here. He's got to get shots in. Oh, wowzers. That was lucky. No Bubbles coming in to save the day. Matuza, oh, he just couldn't get the shot down. Cheeky Squirrel escapes that one. That was a good snapshot by Cheeky Squirrel there. Just leaves one, and that's Slowaktankista. Slowaktankista. I'm really sorry for pronunciation, guys. But he's all alone, bless him. They did well there. I thought they were going to pull that back at one stage. That was very well played. That was a tight game. It doesn't look tight when there's 3 tanks left, but look at the hit points that are left. I mean, 97, 127, and, you know, next to nothing That was a very, very tight game indeed. So now we move into the final, Tour 5. Always good. So that was an interesting game. I really thought the Polish clan there was going to bring it back and press some pain onto NNN. They were in a position to do that. Excuse me. Just didn't work out that way for them. So now we're flipping over to Normandy for the final. Don't forget the Polish clan got upgraded there to Tour 4. They got up to Tour, so always good. So that'll be interesting to see what happens next. Just checking to see if I've had to order a new iPad because mine's broken. I dropped it. And basically, Apple said, "Oh, you can bring it in. We won't change the screen. We'll swap it for a similar iPad. It'll cost you basically $850, or I can buy a brand new iPad for another $200." So it made sense to me just to buy a new iPad. So we're still waiting. Wowzers. Normandy's always an interesting map. Always an interesting struts on Normandy. Be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to let you listen to these guys chitter away on their strats. Hi, Sarah's still there. Excellent. Excellent. So, they're still waiting. They're almost at 3 minutes again. Obviously, they can't get bumped up, so they're waiting for another team to get bumped up this time. Which could happen. Could happen. Ba, 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 ba. This is the worst part about tournaments. Oh, and there you go. Oh, they've been bumped up. 3 tours. But I don't know if they've got a full team. Oh, they have got a full team. I think this is another Polish clan. It is another Polish clan. Polski Pancerny Dyskli. Again, sorry. My pronunciation awful. They've been bumped up 3 tours. This could be painful for them. To be honest with you. And as you can hear from the team here, they're like, "What? Why can't we get bumped up for those 3 tours? How lucky can you be?" So, but who's lucky? Is NNN lucky because they've got a team that may not be that good? They look very inexperienced. So, as you can see, there's only 6 of them, so I think this might be an easy victory for NNN. They've got... This is interesting. ARLs, Cromwell being a Type 54, Type 58, so it will be an interesting one. I think this is going to be pretty easy game, to be honest with you. What line would I like to see in Blitz next? Well, personally, Galactic Tech, I think they should remove Poland, Sweden, and probably they should look at the Czech Republic. They did some good tanks. And they could remove Sweden from Pan Europe and do a Swedish line as well if they really wanted to. So there we go. I mean, they're going for the. Cheeky Squirrel's already been smacked. I mean, don't forget it's 6 against 7, and Cheeky Squirrel was in a world of pain and he's gone. That's it. Boom. So now it's even Stevens, 6 against 6. No, it's 6 against 5, but Ruby Warrior is now in a world of pain. I mean, you can see here, Baron von Fritzen needs to help him out. The VK30 is always gone, so now they've lost 3 tanks. Just go to show, when you look at it and you think, oh, it's going to be an easy battle because they've got a less tank, it doesn't always work out that way. And as you can see here, I mean, you know, as I said, the Polish teams, don't underestimate them. What looked like on paper an easy battle clearly wasn't. So now you've got Baron von Fritzen in a world of pain. He's on his own. He's got an ARL of Kryzol 1 pushing him. Kryzol 1's now, oh, he's down to 55. It's who can load quicker, and Baron loads quicker. Now we've got the game is rigged. In the Cromwell coming down to help out with Freiter, 47. Stubbo's coming in as well. It's 2 against 4. But they did lose 3 tanks. I mean, you have to look at that. They had the tank advantage and lost 3 tanks. Now there's only the Cromwell B left of Cartazana. Baron from Fritzen is just going to try and hold here to keep him spotted. There goes, the game is rigged. He wants that Cromwell B. He's going to roll straight in. Oh, he missed. Oh, he missed everything. And he finally gets him. So, wasn't as easy as initially thought. They did lose a lot of tanks. They lost 3 tanks. They lost Timo, Titan, Ruby, Warrior, and Cheeky Squirrel. Don't forget, there were only 6 on their team. So they put up a good battle. They did put up a good fight. For only 6 players. Oh, they got a guy called Winner Pro. You shouldn't spectate, mate. You only had 6 players last time. They've got 7 now, so you know they did well to go to 6. What they're going to do with 7? That's always. It's always going to be interesting to see what happens now. Oh, everybody's going to D. You heard that? Interesting. So now we got KV1S's, an AC4 Sentinel, and a KV2. Interesting meta from the Polish guys. Going for derp again. Problem with derp is you've got those long reloads. Tier 6 for heavy tanks is always going to be dominated by ARL 44s, funnily enough. And KV1S are nice, but again, you've got to make sure that you're in tandem with dirt guns. Because while one's loading, the other one's got to be aiming to fire, and they've got to focus realistically. The same tank to make use of the derp. Because once they're on the reload, that's it. It is a pain. So they've gone down, as you can see. I mean, they're at the B cap. So they haven't gone down. They're just at the B cap. They're taking the middle. Which isn't a bad strat, actually, because they can cover the C cap from there. Oh, sorry, the D cap. And we'll go down and have a look at Wid. Wid in the game is rigged is by the wreck of the plane. They're looking to reset. So they're up on points because they capped out the C cap. They're going into D now. You got Titan going into D. The KV1Ss, this is where they've got to work in tandem, because if they don't, it really, really, really won't be good. Yeah, no Bubbles needs to come back a bit. He's a one-shot to a KV1S. They're up on points. You've got the the AC Sentinels now trying to move round. You can see that Bubbles is in trouble, but now he's in even worse trouble. They've lost a tank. What did they lose? They lost an ARL 44 already. KV2 puts a nice roll into Timo Titan. That's a very good shot in the KV2. But they've lost another tank. They've lost the other ARL. So both ARLs have gone. The AC Sentinel is about to go as well. He's down to 128 hit points. The KV1S is 200 hit points. So this is where the derp doesn't always work. Let's shoot around to see what's going on this side. There you go. The one of the T-34's gone. Type 58, sorry, is gone. Now they're going to these meds are going to push this AC Sentinel. There he is. But the KV2 gets a big roll in onto the game is rigged. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's two tanks left, KV1S and the KV2. The KV1S is on his reload. You can see that. The KV2 is also on a long reload. We know he fired because he really, really hurt the game is rigged. This is when if you go big derp like that, it doesn't work. I mean, they've lost a tank, but now it's basically 6-on-1, and he's going to be on a long reload. He's dropping down, but there's no point. I mean, if we go down with WID, you can see here. So he's in a world of pain. They're all trying to jump on him, but he's too far away for jumps. But he's, there's enough guns now to just total him. And that's one of the problems when you take out these big derp guns like that. You've got two KV1Ss in a KV2. That is a very long reload. Very long reload. So as you can see, I mean, dominating there. That was a nice, nice game. As you can see, I don't win anything because I didn't play. So they're going back out again. Don't just let them know. Don't forget, I'm spectating. Oh, hang on. I tell you what, the game he played against KGB Navin was interesting, to be honest. And Cheeky Squirrel did well in the end against the VK, but they really put some pain on with those VK-28s and that SU-100. But it's quite interesting because in certain games you've been pushing when you don't need to push. Anyway, we're up. So here we go, round 2. And as you can see, we've got 77 GR M6s. So we've got those. Don't underestimate those M6s. The SU-100 is going to obviously be in the corner. 2 ARLs and a KV-1S and a Type 64. So it's going to be an interesting one. Who have we got on the other team? I don't know any of those, unfortunately. Then we got ARLs. Yeah, so the type of meta you would expect. It's going to be an interesting one, this. It is going to be an interesting one. Those M6s should not be... Oh, well, already the Type 64 of Cappadocia is getting smacked. I think this is a Greek clan. I'll have to check in a moment. He's bugging out. That was a big shot in by the SU-100. That was very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. So you can see that WID has got no choice but to back out. Now you got Giannis Xandis, who's trying to push through in the ARL 44 on Stubbo. Stubbo's got a good shot in there. Oh, he's in a world of pain. He's got 59 hit points left. He's gone. I mean, he stuck your nose out far too much there. A13 tank in the M6 is also looking like he could be in a bit of trouble. However, they are taking the C-cap away from Team NNN. Yeah, they're not playing that badly. The KV1 is on a reload. Oh, there's a good roll into him, but here comes the M6, and the M6 comes out sideways and gets smacked by no bubbles. So, one tank down, but hit points are coming down, to be fair. Moving over to see what Stubbo's doing. If I get there we go. So as you can see there, they're pushing Stubbo, and Stubbo's gone. So 2 tanks down on the red team, 1 tank down on Team NNN. Now we're looking at them pushing on No Bubbles and Cheeky Squirrel, but there goes an M6, Ragnar War goes. KV1S gets a shot off, but now he's on a long reload. That is a big shot in there. KV1S is gone. 2 tanks left. One of them is a TD and an ARL 44. There's the SU. They're pushing the SU. This game is rigged. Just trying to get shots in. Here comes the Cromwell of Ruby Warrior. There, very good shot by Human Devour. He focused the right tank, but it's all over. It was closer than what it looked. It was closer than how it looked. Just have a look. I think they are a Greek clan, or I'm not sure. Greek Armoured Division, there you go. They are a Greek clan. They're not bad, win rate wise, that, a few low battle count players. So it's obviously training wheels again. Got some good players playing with some novice players. So it's not surprising. So we roll back out and dead rail. The TCA turret. I'll have to check that one out. Don't know off the top of my head. So just out of interest, I'm surprised I've still got 8 viewers when the king of commentary for tournaments, Rolling Swarm, is now just kicked on live. He's showing the big tournaments. I'm not. He's showing the off-season champ. So as you can see, they've got 2 SU-100s now, a Panzer IV-S, an M6, a KV-1S, and 2 ARLs. No change in the meta on Team NNN. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. You can see this time that those SUs are going to be a pain. They may split them, one down covering the A and B cap and one covering the C cap. As you can see here, the team, you got the Panzer IV-S. This game is rigged, is going to run down and try and get some spots up, with the Cromwell's going up to try and spot at C. I think this one's going to be this is going to be an interesting one. I think they've changed their tactics slightly. Trying to get blind shots in as Ruby Warrior, thinking that they're going to be over there. There's an ARL. There's Cock 789, Jag. So this is more of a strategic game. There's the ARL. There's the Panzer IV-S and Ragnar War to Glory. They've dropped the M6s this time, so they didn't work out. There's the KV-1S over there. He's getting a smack. There's another ARL of Giannis Zanardis. He's up there as well. Those SUs have not been spotted yet, though. And the chances are there's an SU over on the boulder overlooking the B cap and up in that top corner. And we may find out in a moment when Ruby Warrior sticks his nose up. If he sticks his nose up. Well, there's the ARL. We know he's there. But where are those SUs? There's an ARL and Panzer IV-S there. Nobody really knows. Baron von Fritzen's been smacked by something, and it's probably an SU-100. Ragnar War is back. We're gonna have a look back up here. There goes Ragnar War to Glory. He's gone in the Panzer 4S. Somebody, they're capping A now. We've got KV4S and the Panzer 40 in the ARL 44 capping out. Here comes Ruby Warrior. He's trying to get shots in, and he gets a nice shot in there on the ARL 44. So they got the caps. Baron, what's Baron doing? Bubbles is pushing, and he's okay. But what's Baron doing? Baron is probably, if the KVS looks at him, if the KVS is obviously loading, he's on 21 hit points, he's going to go. But he gets Baron before he does go. He's down to 3 tanks. So the SUs are in that top corner where we expected. Don't know where though. There's one of them. There's both of them. They're both in the middle. This is interesting. They're by the boulder. I thought one of them would be in the corner, but no. They are both by the boulder. So, Kappa de Chaos and Human Devour. Wowzers. Getting shots in. It's 4 against 6. So, Giannis Zadiadis is about to go here. Yeah, he's gone. So it's now 3 against 6. The M6 is about to go. There goes the M6 of A13 tank. It's just the 2 SUs left. They've dropped back off the map again. There's one of them. He smacks. The game is rigged as he comes around the corner. Human Devour there, really putting in a bloody nose. He's got him. Yep, there you go. So it's just one left. Cappadocius. Cappadocius, I believe. And it's all over. There we go. So not bad at all. To be honest with you. So it just goes to show. So now go to Yamato Harbour. Now I'm going to go and have a look at Rolling Swarm quickly. He's got 33 people watching, where I've only got 6. It's because everybody wants to watch the off-season Stars Championship. Why? Watch this one. It's more fun. So here we have UKS. I believe they're a Ukrainian clan. Let's have a look. Oh no, they're Polish. So we've got, let's see what they're like. Okay, he's novice, probably a reroll, novice. Okay, so they're learning, bless them. But like I said, never underestimate, because when you look at them, I mean, you look how many battles they do, and if you look at the stats, yeah, he's done 47 tournaments, so 3,700 battles, but 47 tournaments. That is not bad, realistically. If you look at their captain, his stats, 99 tournaments. So they've done a few tournaments. It's not like they're complete novices, because they're not. So, let's see what meta they use on Yamato Harbour. Well, a big mix and match there. So we've got an AMX-12T, an ARL-44, Chaffee, 2 Hellcats, a KV-1S and a Sherman Firefly. Not much change in the meta with Team NNN. There's a lot of very, very soft tanks out there in UKS. So it'll be interesting to see. So we're going to roll out with Weird is going to roll out through the middle and try and get up there. So here we go. So C is being capped out. Now with their meta, I'd expect them to go to A and then just basically overlook the B cap. Oh no, they're all there. They haven't moved from the spawn. Wowzers. That is how to focus fire. I mean, like I said, they're soft skins. They haven't actually moved from their spawn. That is, wow, schoolboy error, really. They're in a world of pain. I mean, over here in the cave, V1S is about to... Oh no, he missed the shot. Cheeky Squirrel has seen, he's like, wow, I can push. And the air out 44 is about to go, and he's gone, so they've lost 2 tanks already. Poor Alcat of Simonoski, Simoniast. Sorry for pronunciation, guys. Campy here is in the Sherman Firefly. That's not looking good. I mean, it's not looking good. Chaffee comes around from a bike, 1995, and manages to smack a Cheeky Squirrel. But they're coming round. Look at Wid over there. They're flanking round massively. He wants that AMX-12T of iFerg. He goes. Just 3 tanks left. They're all in the middle. Sherman Firefly, Chaffee and a Hellcat. Simon Isti is in the Hellcat. He's about to go. There he goes. Campio 6 is about to be rammed to death, and he goes. Wow. They didn't really move out of their cap, out of their spawn point, which is why the Hellcat and the KV-1S and the AR-44 really, really got smacked. I mean, that was just maybe a communication misunderstanding on them. They didn't really know what to do. They saw that the C cap, maybe they were heading towards the A cap. They saw the C cap pop, did a reverse, and went, so well, let's reverse and go to the C cap, which was a big mistake, obviously. Because obviously, they got spotted and then just got smacked. But, this is why you do tier 6, to learn from these mistakes. So they've got 3 Hellcats, an SU-100Y, and a Sherman Firefly. Again, some very soft targets out there, guys. Not the meta I would use, unless your name is every good name is taken and you play for the clan. Nice. Not really the meta I would use in a tier 6, to be honest with you. Hellcats are nice tanks, but very soft. Very soft and very squidgy. There you go, Ruby Warrior's already spotting them all up. For My Winner is then running in. I mean, they're all lit up already. I mean, let's get over and see what Ruby Warrior is doing. There he is. Wowzers. So they don't really know what to do, unfortunately. There you go. They're just toying with them. It's like playing with your food to an extent. KV-1S is really looking at a world of pain. He needs to get out there. The For My Winner is about to go, and he's gone. The other Hellcat of Ibiki, High Bike 1995, is well, he's stuck really. He can't really do much in the position that he's in. The Hellcat of Simonasti has come in, but again, he can't do much. iFerg and the SU-100Y is there. Let's go down and see Stubbo. He's going to roll round onto this SU. Try and attempt him to shoot. The SU's now shot. He takes one in the nose, so Stubbo now push the SU. Yep, there you go. Smacks him pretty hard. The SU would still be on a load. Stubbo's going to try and side scrape on him. And is he going to manage it? Yes, he does. The SU's gone. So there goes the Sherman Firefly. Oh, there goes the KV-1S. Sherman Firefly is the next in their sights. They're not too worried about the Hellcat, I don't think. There you go. Big smack, 500 into the Hellcat. There must have been a HE roll. Hellcat's gone. Just the Firefly left. Campy 06. I don't think he's doing much. He's going to give up. Oh, he gets one in. But bit of a whitewash. So interesting strat. But you can see what, the SU-100 there of iFerg, really out of sorts. Now, straight into tour 5. Which, as we see there, is Lost Temple. So straight into tour 3. Sorry, not 5. Tour 3. Oh, everybody's streaming now. Rolling, Panzerfleet, everybody's streaming. So you got Rolling Swarm is streaming, and he's got 49 people watching compared to my 4. Panzerfleet is also streaming, and he's got 35 watching compared to my 4. Oh, I got 5 now. Woo! Clearly. Wowzers. It's a damn shame, is what I say. Damn shame. I always tell people that I don't get many people watching my live streams, bless me. But hey, I don't care. Those who can watch, I can interact more with you. It's easier that way. Oh, one of them's gone offline. So who have we got? We've got Ditz. Let's have a look at their captain. Not too bad. Where are they from? No idea. It doesn't say where they're from. In memorial of Tackleberry 12. Welcome to Destruction. Sounds like a British type clan. Let's have a look. Doesn't really say. It's nice that they've done a clan in memorial of one of their previous clan mates. That's a very, very nice thing to do, I must admit. A very poignant thing to do. Don't know where they're from. I'd like to know, but it doesn't say. Yeah, it is a streaming frenzy, Treadhead Pete. Everybody's streaming today. But I'm the only one who's doing a tournament 6, guaranteed. Followed by accounting. So they're tagged down already, bless. But the meta, well, those 2 MT25s, that's an interesting one. Not really seen that in a tier 6 tournament, to be perfectly honest with you. So that's an interesting one. So with those ARLs and with their numbers and with the KV1S, I'm expecting them to go to the A cap. And for a bit of a brawl there, and the MT25s to go. Oh no, they've gone B. Wowzers. Maybe they've gone to the C cap with those MTs there. They've gone down, as I said. Wowzers. Johannes Wagenhuber, thank you for subscribing. So, where they got? They've dropped off there into C cap. Those MTs were definitely going down, yes, and they did. So we've got an MT down there. Capping out on the A and B, though, just to make sure. Got ARL and KV1F putting shots in against Cheeky Squirrel, who's just showing his arse a little bit through that small gap. It allows them to put shots in, as you can see, and he's really getting pummeled for it. He's getting deleted at this run. He's gone. That's it. He's gone. I mean, that is the tiniest of gaps, and he was just showing enough for them to get it shots in. Now the teams are even Stevens. So the tank advantage is gone. Let's get down to the Cromwells down here. So you got the KV1S, the ARL doing an overview. They're losing on cap points. But because they've taken a kill, it's okay. Dowboy 109 is a very British name, so I'm assuming they're a British clan. He's getting smacked a bit there. RPG Warrior, and then we got Metal Erica. Oh, they've got the MT25s and Nordic Baltic in the ARL coming round. You got Gideon Big Neck, Nordic Baltic in the MT25. There's another MT25 coming around as well. So they're all bunkering back down again around the A cap. There's Aleph Al. They're going to push him, I think. Oh no, he's further back than where you think. There's another MT-25 Nordic Baltic. The air rails dragged them out. That's a good move by the MT-25. It might work for him, but the air rail Nordic Baltic is sort of helping out on an Overwatch. He has got the gun, but has he got the armor? You got Ruby Warrior coming in to help out, so the two focusing him. Oh, they've got it on point, so we're going back up to the B cap. We got Dowboy 109 pushing. He's about to get wasted. There you go. No bubbles takes him out. And it's all done on caps. It's all done on caps. Interesting. They played that well for a team that was a player down. He looked like he had login problems. He was offline, but it looks like he's on now. It was Cuman. There he is. So it looked like he was having login issues, but he's logged in now. He's okay now. So we should have all 7 this time, which would be interesting. Oh, Treadhead, it doesn't bother me, mate. I was talking to Martin Dogger about this earlier, you know, and I've said it before. For me, to be honest with you, it's like somebody said to me, "Are you upset that you don't get a YouTuber role or CC status from Wargaming?" No, it does. It won't. It doesn't change the fact that I'm going to change the video. You know, having it won't change my videos. Not having it doesn't alter my videos. So what's the problem? I don't see what the issue is. Anyway, so now it's 7 against 7. Tank advantage is not there. Meta has changed considerably. All air rails, Hellcat, KV2 and VK28. So this is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be an interesting one. By the way, I'm sniffing a bit, not because I've got a cold or coronavirus. We've got a sandstorm. We got crazy weather at the moment. So I've got a bit of a sandstorm. I've got bloody dust everywhere. Oh, it's... Oh, which shouting they're all coming. I can only see 2 tanks. That's a VK28 and a Hellcat. So it's not all of them, but a bit of an overstatement. especially when the air rails above up at B cap and the A cap. So that was a very good strat by the Hellcat and the VK of convincing them that they were all there when actually they weren't. So now they're going to push this VK and Hellcat, which is going to be interesting. However, there's a KV2 on Overlook, which is also interesting. There goes the Hellcat. VK's gone. Oh, what a roll from the VK there. He bided his time, did RPG 123 Warlord. And he really took a great shot to take out this game. So, tanks-wise, wowzers, it's even Stevens. And they are up on points because they capped out. So, this is interesting. It's an interesting one. There are more. Let's have a look. I think it points. Oh, I can't see, can I? Because I'm not doing a proper tournament. But I think you'll find there are more hit points on the enemy team than there is on Team NNN here. Wit pushing Nordic Baltic. I don't know if that's a wise move. It might be. Then again, it might not be. But he has got Ruby Warrior in support. They're going to whittle down Nordic Baltic. Yeah, either side of him. Metal Erica is trying to come in to help, but he's a bit too late, unfortunately. So now it's 3 against 4. The KV2, I think, is gone. You see, it's air rails against 2 Cromwells and 2 air rails. So there's a lot of pain out there still. Oh, Metal Erica goes. I mean, he got smacked massively there. Queenman, though, is still looking very healthy, but he's on his own. He's got to do it all alone here. Having Baron von Fritzen in no bubbles, just holding back on that ridge there, was the right thing to do, and it really helped them out. A hard-fought game indeed. Again, doesn't look as tight as it was in real life, but it was actually tighter than you think. So, we're now at Lost Temple again. Tour 4, 2 away from that, but you know, almost there at that final. So it's interesting. I always find it's interesting to see a tier 6 tournament because you get to see a good mix. I mean, it's a bit more fast paced than you get in the pro teams, and it's completely different meta and completely different tactics. And you know, it's an interesting thing. And if you're if you just joined a clan or you're in a clan that doesn't do many tournaments, seriously, tier 6, get out there, guys. Give it a go. If you know, the chances of earning those extra credits is really, really good. So R4A, I mean, where are they from? English and French. So I don't think they're too bad. They're pretty experienced. Some of them are anyway, and some of them are not. But again, you know, you can't. So let's go back to this guy who wasn't that experienced. But if you look at his stats, you know, he's done 190. He's only played 500 battles, of which 119 are tournaments. And this is the thing you've got to remember, guys. Some people do it purely for tournaments. So you can't always count on the fact. And then you look at this chap here, look at his stats. He's done over 1,000 tournaments. So experienced tournament players, some of them, you can't always think, oh, he's a low win rate player, he knows nothing, because that's not strictly true. So looking at their meta, you can see that they play tournaments a lot. They've gone from the standard meta for a tier 6. Air Owls, Cromwell, KV1S and a VK. This is going to be another brawl, I would have thought, at the ACAP. Yeah, Trinidad Pete, you should do it, mate. You should get out there and do them. I mean, they seem intimidating, but actually they're not. And they're great, great to get those extra credits. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. It doesn't affect your win rate or anything. So Blazer Infinity in the Cromwell there is already down there and he's getting smacked around. He's encircled. He's going to be in a world of pain, bless him. Yes, he is. Yeah, he's all alone. He's on his own. He's gone. Because, as I expected, they're all pushing up the top. That's what they want to do. That's what they want. VK36 though is a bit out of position. Razor 71 there. He's about to go. There he goes. So they're 2 tanks down already. KV1S is trying to make a move. Don't think that's a good idea. Contact support, to be honest with you. And Tom Ricky, you're a little bit out of sorts there. Deridity is about to go. He's gone. So contact support. Oh, they're pushing around now. You got Chris Tupac, Dragiven, and contact support. It's 4 against 7 though. I mean, Chris Tupac is pushing far too quickly. He's out of position again. And he's just going to get smacked by Cheeky Squirrel, as you're seeing here, which is why we're staying with Cheeky. There he goes. Wits come round the back. There goes the KV. 1 left. It's Dragiven. He's not going to be much longer on this battle, I'm afraid. And not a whitewash. But certainly a lot to go back and think about, guys. To be honest with you. As you can see, I mean, Razor 71 there, really out of position, which is why he ended up getting 0. So hopefully R4A will rethink their strat. Maybe not just send one tank out on your own again. If you do, spot then run away. That's the idea, guys. Don't hang around there. You will get pummeled, as you discovered. So, just waiting for the next tee, waiting for the next lot. Got 10 seconds to go. So this is round 2 of Tour 4. NNN firmly in the driving seat. They've taken the Cromwell out this time, put in another VK36. Aside from that, it's the same meta. I have to agree with there. I think this is going to be a big push through the A cap. Thing is, you never know. I mean, that's the glorious thing about tournaments. You just never know. You think you can call the strats, but not all the time. So it's so the team captain, which is this game is rigged, is saying that he doesn't want anybody going near the C cap. He's expecting a push through the A cap. I'm expecting a push at the A cap. A big brawl at A. That's right, Treadhead Pete. But, however, it hasn't worked that way. They've all gone down, as you can see. There they are. They're all at the C cap. So, this allows them to cap out A and B and then just draw back in. Viking, how you do? This allows them to basically retreat back into the temple area, get up onto this temple, and then just pop them off as they try and take the B cap. Interesting. It worked. I mean, they thought they were going to A. They didn't expect the entire team to go to C. It's worked out. The strategies worked to their advantage, funnily enough, because now they can just sit back and draw their fire. They've got to come up. They have no choice. They've got to either take tanks or they've got to get bases. One of the two. So it was an interesting one. Don't think either team expected that. There's going to be a flank, I would have thought, down this side. That's why Stubbo's looking this way. No one's going to come up the middle unless they're... Well, it would be a strange strategy if they come up the middle. Let's be honest. They'll get smacked. Teemo Titan is run down the map. There they go. There they are. They're all coming up that side like I expected. They're coming up the flank, the entire team. But the thing is, NNN is split now all over the map. So if they can still do a big push, but the problem is they're losing on points. They've got to push and drive through all at the same time. They've got to take tanks out, and they're not doing that. The focus fire here is not fantastic. Now they've taken out Stubbo, but Blazer Infinity is about to go. He's gone. Now they've got to all focus the same tank. They've got a lucky fire there. They've all got to focus them. But they've lost another tank. They've lost 3 tanks now. And now NNN is coming in for a brawl. They've got the points. What happened? What went wrong there with R4S was basically their focus fire. Because their focus fire was a little bit uncoordinated. It didn't work out for them. They left their push a little bit too late, especially when the other team has got all the cap. They've got 2 cap points. So what they should have done realistically is switch around. Instead of going back the way they went into A, they should have gone back through their own spawn and that way. And that would have caught NNN off guard a little bit. Well, again, this is just... It all boils down to experience, and the more you play, the more experience you get and the more stress. So, back to the final. Normandy. Again, tricky map. This time they've not got anybody who's been up-tiered by 3. So, looking at these guys, look at the clan first. Let's find out where they're from. They're Polish. Like I said, look at that. Done a lot of tournaments. So, you have to be careful with these guys. Yeah. A lot of tournament players here. Yeah, there's quite a few tournaments under their belt. Apart from that guy, but you know, they're good players. I mean, this guy here, he's pretty good. He's in Diamond League, 1,250 tournaments. This is not going to be a pushover. A lot of these guys are in Diamond League, as you can see. So just because you're seeing that, you know, a lot of the battles aren't regular battles. That's the thing. So we're into Normandy. As you can see, they've gone ARL, 2 Cromwells, a Sherman, a T-3485. Again, we've seen one of those. No, thank you, Treadhead. Really good, mate. Thank you for joining. And a VK28. This, I would have thought, is going to be through the middle. They're not going to go D and C. They are going to be looking at A and B with that meta, I would have thought. But again, you never know. With that meta, I would have thought, oh no, they've taken C, but that could be the VK. Oh no, it's not, it's an ARL. Now that is throwing me a little bit. Oh, and there you go, look, they turn it up a bit. They're trying to come round the top. That is an interesting strat. They are trying to push around thinking that, knowing that the heavies, and the whole team is there. That is very interesting. So you would have thought with their meta they would have gone through the middle, but they haven't. They've all come round this top half of the map, and they're going to push hard, I think. They are up on points because they cap C first. And their focus fire is very good. I mean, this is where you start seeing the difference between the teams. You know, those players who are better players from the last team. The focus fire in this team is a lot better than the last team. And as you can see there, I mean, they're really focusing heavy here. There's a big cap difference now. They've lost a tank, but now NNN have lost a tank, so it's almost back to cap points equal. Ziggy PL in the ARL should be the focus now on 4 hit points. Somebody's got to take him out. Followed by the T-3485. There you go. They've now lost 4 tanks. They need Zabiyaka to go in the ARL. He's dangerous. That's a good shot by No Bubbles. And there you go. There goes Zabiyaka's gone. Ambassador in the Cromwell B is next on the target, I think. Not the VK. There you go. Somebody's going to get him. Weird, maybe. No. No. And there we go. And now we're going to... Oh, well, no, we're not going to look at the VK because Ruby Warrior's already taken him. So, they did start well. They did start well, but then it crumbled a bit. I mean, their focus fire was quite good to begin with, and then they crumbled a little bit under the pressure, I think. So, they're 1 game away from winning this final. Should be interesting. Oh, have they changed anything around? No. Don't think they've changed any players. So here we go. Last game all running into a decider. This time you've got Storm in a Type 64. Ziggy is now in a Wi-Fi Firefly. It's an interesting call. Panzer 4S, well, they're all medium tanks. I mean, that's an interesting call. There are 4 ARLs on NNN, and wow, it's just all mediums. That's going to be an interesting strat. I would say they're all going to go through the middle, but you know, as you saw a minute ago, it doesn't always work that way. Now, if I was doing a proper tournament, then I could zoom out and you could see the whole map. And there you go, they're through the middle. As I expected this time, they are through the middle. They're not even bothering to cap. They are going to bum rush the show. It's just a big push. They're going to try and use their speed and mobility to just get around them and take them out. That's the idea. Oof. Not a bad strat, to be honest with you. I mean, I remember doing a tournament where we just played VK28s and it was hilarious. So there we go. We've already lost a tank. No bubbles is gone. So, not a bad strat. I mean, sometimes rolling out full medium is a good idea. They've got to get rid of this Wi-Fi Firefly. Ambassador in the Cromwell B is trying to push as well. They've got to focus fire. Yes, they've done that. Now they've got to push both this one of these two. Cromwell's trying to come back. Wid's coming and taking him out. Now he's going to push Storm in the Type 64. Oh, we've lost somebody there though. So it's 2 against 4. Oh my giddy aunt. Their strat worked. Wowzers. My wife is here. Hello.
They're ready if you want, if you're hungry.
In a bit, yeah.
Okay.
I'm commentating the tournament.
Okay.
So there you go. Strat did work. That was the wife telling me food's ready. There you go. Wowzers. So as you can see, this is now Faust, so it goes to a decider. Never underestimate teams that are low win rate or low battle count, because it's not what you think. So as you can see, they're going to look at VKs. This is Faust. It is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be interesting to see what the other team, Hidden, come out with. They're all VK36s. It's going to be an interesting game. Win or lose, win or lose. This is the decider as well. So, what is going to happen? Well, they've gone all medium again. So they've stuck with their medium meta. Oh, and there's a little bit of there's a bit of banter coming out already. So, there you go, they called the strat, going to A. I don't know what the other guys are going to do. They might go straight up to A, or they may just cap out through the middle. Who knows? Yeah, there's D being capped already. Wid's going to go over there and see if he can spot. I've already said it. There you go, they've split their team. A, some of them at A, some of them at D. This is going to be an interesting strat. They're trying to get out of there. There's the Type 58. Oh, Wid's already taking shots, so Type 58's taken a bit. The VK's dropped down to B. The Type 58 is looking like he's being hurt a little bit. Oh, the Wi-Fi Firefly is just getting a bit of a pounding there. There are 3 down in B. We're going to roll out with Baron von Fritzen. He's waiting now. You can see they're all going into B. It's going to be a brawl at B. Ruby Warrior is on his own. He's a bit isolated, but he's got support coming. They need to focus and they need to get the Firefly gone. Get the Firefly gone. There you go, he's gone. Cromwell's next. They want the Cromwell gone. They don't care about the Cromwell, that Cromwell. They want Ambassador gone. He's gone. 2 tanks down, but they've lost 1 tank on NNN. They're not bothering with the caps. They're just going to just basically annihilate them out by looks on it. So the VK diverse there's putting shots in. Maybe now the Panzer IV-S of Zabayalka is... No, he's going to get out of the way. So you've got the VK and you've got the PZ there. It's going to be an interesting one, and they're going to get round to that VK. Force him out. Stubbo's trying to push him. Wid is trying to cap out, so they're trying to get the cap points back, which is not a bad idea, considering the tanks that they've got. Cheeky Squirrel Ping's gone, but wow, Wid's gone. Now they're pushing. Now you've got Baron pushing the T-34-85. No light shall save us. He's on his own though. They need some support. Stubbo needs to get in there. Well, Baron has come round. He's managed to get out of the way, but he's in a world of pain. He's just 1 shot away from death. If he can get that front armour working, and he does, is he going to be able to do it? No! He's been tracked and racked. There you go. Just Stubbo left. Stubbo's time to shine. Can Stubbo do it? Points are against him. It's 4 on 1. You can see there you got Cromwell B. I mean, here we go. It's all over. It is all over. But they still have an extra life. So we're back into Normandy. Didn't go according to plan. There was a couple of technical issues there. You heard that this game is rigged. Unfortunately, was suffering from... he got kicked out of the game, and then Cheeky Squirrel had massive ping, so a couple of technical issues. Nothing much to write home about. So just to put you in the picture, if regardless if they win or lose this one, I'm then going to go off for about 5-10 minutes. I need a coffee and I need to get something to eat, and then I'm straight back in and we'll be doing count-ins. Regardless of whether they do another tour, they may do another tournament, but I will not stream the next tour. We've been streaming now for 2 hours, just tournaments, and people get bored of that. So I will drop off for 5-10 minutes, and then we'll come back and do the count-ins. So ready up for count-ins, because they'll be coming in about 15 minutes, guys, for those of you who are out there. Yeah, I think Matthew in this game is rigged. Trying to take a tier 10 in a tier 6 tournament is a bit optimistic, but hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened. So just waiting for the last game. I can hear them trying to dissect what just went wrong. I'm still gutted that I broke my iPad. I'm so gutting. Oof, still waiting for a team. And there we go. Let's have a look who these guys are then. Where are they from? So Polish. Look like they're going to be a Polish team. Where's Rex? Yep. So it's a Polish team, different clans. So it'll be interesting to see. Ba, 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 ba. So, 20 seconds to go. So here we go, back on Normandy. As you can see, the meta is normal, apart from an M6, but M6 is thrown in there again. Seeing a few of those. As you see with NNN, they've gone more heavy this time with those two Cromwells. Only two. So, where are they going to go? Well, there you go. They've already spotted already the Cromwell down there at the B cap. And there's an M6 in the D cap. So you got the Cromwells. So this game is rigged, and we're trying to spot them all up there in the middle. They've seen the air owl, they've seen the M6, they've seen the Cromwell. There's still a lot of tanks missing, however. There comes another air owl, so two air owls. Oh, they're all coming up through that D cap. There you go. So they're trying to push through. Air owl's coming around to push Wid. If he can get back into being hauled down, then it's going to be nice. There we go. The Cromwell's coming in. He's going to get smacked. The air owl's a big pain there but he's got a long reload. Oh, that didn't help with Wid getting caught out there. So are they going to win this brawl? I don't think they are. I think the two Cromwells are going to go. Yep, there's a big focus on this game is rigged. Oh, but they've lost 3 tanks already. So there are 4 tanks down now. There's just the ARL, the SU-100Y left. Wowzers. I mean, we were watching the medium brawl here, but maybe we should have watched the heavy brawl because the air is really wiped up. Let's get over there and watch them take out this SU. The SU is sat at the back. Nice shot into no bubbles, but it's not really going to help them. Some of the team is still having connection problems. The issue is all on his own. It's 7-on-1. He ain't gonna. Oh, he manages to take a kill. It was not a whitewash. That's the main thing. So they're now 1 away from victory again. But we were there last time. Back on Normandy. Be interesting to see what happens next. 30 seconds to go. Wow. As I said, this will be the last tournament stream that we do. What I'll then do, I'm in two minds. I might stop this stream and then break for 5-10 minutes to get coffee and something to eat quickly, and then start a new stream just for the countings. It'll probably be easier that way. So here we go. Yes, I do Viking on occasion. So, what's their meta? Well, they've changed their meta a little bit, not much. Still a lot of air owls. Cromwell B, K1S, and SU100Y. So, I'm not expecting them to rush through the middle this time. I'm expecting them to go through the top. They should go over the top. They should go C cap, I would have thought. It'll be interesting to see. Sometimes you try and call the strats and you know, other teams just throw spanners in the works. So you can see here that the game is rigged and the Cromwell is trying to spot up that middle again. And there you go, there's a Cromwell of Alexander Grotek. He gets smacked for his trouble. He's trying to spot up. Oh no, they haven't gone through the top. They've gone through the middle this time. They're going the A and B strat. Interesting one. So they're going to go down. I think you'll find that they're going to take the two caps at the top here. They're going to have that issue in the corner again. This time overlooking. They're going to cap out in D and C, which is going to give them the points advantage. The thing is, they've got to be careful though, because I mean they have got the advantage position-wise to an extent. It's better to get shots across from this side than it is to get shots the other way. Problem is, you can see here, Ruby Warrior is already in a world of pain. He's got to be very careful. Meyer is being smacked there. They're pushing around the back. Baron from Fritzen's already said that. No Bubbles is getting smacked on the side as well. He needs to sort of get in a better position. Stubbo's also looking a bit unhealthy. So it's a bit of a standoff. I mean, they've got it on points at the moment. They don't need to push. That's the thing. Now somebody's trying to cap B. They need to reset that B cap if they can. They've lost a tank though. That's what they didn't want. They did not want that. That is taking the advantage away from them. And this is what they shouldn't be doing. They should not be pushing. Pushing is, they didn't need to push. They had the advantage. Now they're in problems because the Cromwell, if this game is rigged, is about to go. They need to get rid of the KV before he takes him, and they do. I mean, that is a stroke of luck. Points-wise, they're back in the game. They're 200 points up, so that's good for them. The Cromwell, however, if this game is rigged, is about to get a KV turret drop on him, which is not a good thing. They can't push. If they try and push, it's a bad thing. They're up on points. Quite a few points. They don't need to take any risk at this stage. Don't forget there's an SU100Y out there somewhere. Oh, that's a good shot. They get rid of that air owl. It gives them a bit more of a safety blanket where they don't need to do anything now. Bubbles didn't need to do that. They've lost two tanks. Grabinski is in 4-2-0, is in a good position, but he's about to be wiped out. Let's get over there. You've got Wid here, trying to get rid of him. Yes, he does. He gets rid of him. Alexander Grotek is there, though. Weird has been instructed to get rid of him. There you go. Stubbo's now being pushed. Stubbo's gone. They've still got the points. They've lost another tank though. Bubbles is gone with the SL. They have got the points still. They're 200 points advantage. They're going to lose Baron though. Baron is gone. Now it all rests on what Timo Titan's going to do. If Timo Titan pushes too much here, he could get absolutely wrecked, and that would be bad. He pulls out a great shot, has a very lucky bounce. Weird is capping B, knowing that Meyer is going to come and take him. No, they've got points. They're literally seconds away. There you go. They win it on points. Oof. Oof. I think they got away with that one. That was a lot harder than they expected. However, that was really good. So let me just jump into Discord. Right, thanks guys. I'm going to drop out now. I'm going to take a quick. No, it was good fun. I'm going to quickly take a break, and then if anybody's around later after your tournament, we'll be doing countings live stream. I need to get a coffee. I've been streaming for 2 hours. My commentating for 2 hours. My voice is going. I definitely need a coffee, mate. So I'm going to drop out for a few moments, and then if you do your tier 8, then you're all finished. Then by all means, jump in and do countings. We'll still be here. So, okay, catch you in a bit, guys. No, thank you. Talk to you in a bit. Bye for now.